What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Sioux Falls Regional Airport for the 25th airport update for the month of February 2022. This is quite a loaded Sioux Falls airport update this month, as we've got quite a ton of aircraft on the ground, and we also have one new aircraft. Can you guess what that one is? It's pretty obvious if you watch my most recent unboxing, so there's your answer. But as you can see, we're looking at something a little bit different here. I always like to start off at Gate 1, but that is currently being occupied by an Allegiant. And I've always shown the Allegiants at the start of the airport update, so I figured I'd shake things up a little bit by starting off here at Gate number 3 with this Delta Airbus A319 pulling into the gate, arriving in on a flight from Minneapolis. This flight 1507 at 7:32 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 7:50 p.m. arrival. Popping over here to Gate number 1, we have this Allegiant Airbus A319. It's been a little while since I've had the Allegiant A319 at a Sioux Falls airport update, but here it is at the Gate 1, arriving in from Las Vegas, Flight 21 at 10:01 p.m., a little bit behind a 9:43 p.m. scheduled arrival. And now Allegiant is just dominating the flight schedule at the Sioux Falls Regional Airport. As the flights I'm using are from Friday, February 4th, they had I think 4 or 5 flights, maybe even 6 within one day. And I'll pop up here a full timetable of all the flights that Allegiant had into Sioux Falls on Friday the 4th. Quite a few flights, and if I had more Allegiant aircraft, I could definitely represent them all, but they always take up Gate 1, so it would be kind of weird to have 6 aircraft occupying the gate simultaneously, and it would also be near impossible. In fact, it is impossible, because then you're just going to have aircraft stacked on top of aircraft, and I don't think the FAA would like that. But with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and move over to Gate number 4. At Gate number 4, we have this Delta 717 arrived in on a flight from Atlanta, flight 2455 at 8:53 p.m., significantly delayed from a 7:24 p.m. scheduled arrival. That is I think that's a little under 90 minutes of a delay there for this aircraft. So really nice to see that the Atlanta main line is still present with us at Sioux Falls, and then also the Minneapolis stuff. The second Minneapolis flight that we got, I think on the day for Friday, February 4th, it was downgraded to an A319, so that's why you don't see an A320 in this update. But it looks like for Saturday, February 5th, looks like it is being brought back to an A320, so that's good to see that we still get we still get thrice daily Delta mainline, 2 from Minneapolis and 1 from Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you my American Eagle Embraer 175. Yes, so happy to have this, and it's just pure coincidence that they did send one of these to Sioux Falls. It was originally scheduled to arrive late in the night on Friday, but then the flight got pushed back to Saturday morning, so this exact aircraft arrived in on a flight from Chicago here, flight 202 Delta, so it doesn't give me a regular American flight number, it gave me a SkyWest call sign, so it's just 202 Delta, that's all it is. Arrived in at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, a little bit behind an 8:15 a.m. scheduled arrival on Saturday, so just a 15-minute delay, but well within flight radar's 15-minute window after the scheduled arrival time for it to be a green dot, so that's why you see the green text there. And the exact aircraft that was used was November 510 Sierra Yankee, which is one of American Eagle's new SkyWest Embraer 175s that they've taken delivery of over, I think, the last 6 months to about a year now. So great to see that we did get American Eagle Embraer 175 service again. I remember back in 2017 we used to get these quite a bit, and now it's all CRJ 900s and 700s, and we used to get Embraer 145s, but even those have stopped flying here, so that's why we haven't seen them as much. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous that as soon as I get the Embraer 145 for my collection, they stop flying here, so yeah, I think they've actually not been flying here for a few months, even before I got the new livery Embraer 175, but at least the 175 is here, and this will be a very useful asset for my collection for pretty much everything, including the Des Moines Airport updates and the Random Model Airport updates as well, and for Oklahoma City as well. So I'm really looking forward to using these in those upcoming airport updates. So with that out of the way, we're going to jump back over to Gate 6. Got a bit of United Express action going on here at both Gate 6 and 7. We're going to go ahead and check out Gate 6 because we have an Evo Blue CRJ 200. This aircraft arrived in on a flight from Denver, flight 5443 at 12:56 p.m., a little bit ahead of a scheduled 1:01 p.m. arrival. So I actually did see this aircraft just kind of flying over yesterday, so it was kind of neat. And at Gate 7, we have my other United Express CRJ200. This is my Continental Globe one. For some reason, we did lose United Mainline service from Denver, so this is kind of why I have this here, because it is arriving at about the same time that our United Mainline stuff would have arrived in from Denver. This is flight 5316. It arrived in at 8:25 p.m., a little bit delayed from an 8:04 p.m. scheduled arrival, so kind of unfortunate that we did lose United Mainline, but it was fun while it lasted, and we also did get to see United Star Wars, which I have heard from a couple people that it sounds like it's going to get repainted in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, I feel kind of lucky to have seen the United Star Wars plane when I did, because that's probably going to be the only time I'm ever going to see it, period. So, yeah. That's all the aircraft we have here at the terminal. We're going to go and check out a couple other aircraft that are taxiing around. I'll also check out something going on at the de-icing stand that I've had. We'll finally get some use here in this update, apart from diversion, holding, and all that fun stuff. And then we'll check out the cargo ramp. So let's go ahead over to the de-icing area. So, as you can see, I do not have any proper GSC that would be able to represent this aircraft being de-iced. So just kind of pretend that there are de-icing vehicles surrounding this aircraft and are actually de-icing it. So just use your imagination with this one. The whole de-icing process to take a little bit of time, and as such, it delayed the aircraft just a little bit. So that's just kind of how it is. With the de-icing stuff, does take extra time, so that's probably why they want to try and get pushed back as early as they can so that they can still depart relatively close to being on time. But of course, delays are still going to happen with this stuff, so you just got to be prepared, especially if you're flying in the winter, which I've never done, really. I've always flown in the summer, so I've never experienced the whole de-icing thing myself, so I'll have to get a flight maybe in the winter at some point and experience the de-icing experience. Taxiing away from the de-icing stand after getting a nice splash of de-icing fluid, we have this Frontier Airbus A320neo, who's going to be heading to a much warmer place called Orlando. You can also say St. Petersburg is warmer as well, since both of those locations are in Florida. But this Frontier here, departing to Orlando International, flight 1310, got away at 3:11 p.m., a little bit behind a 3:04 p.m. scheduled departure time. So it's only a 7-minute delay compared to what would have been an 11-minute delay for the Allegiant flight. And that's all the aircraft we have here at the passenger terminal and its respective ramps. Let's go ahead and check out the cargo ramp, where we only got just a couple of aircraft to deal with before we round out the update. Sitting here at the cargo stand, we have this FedEx 757-200 freighter, arriving in on a flight from Memphis, quite delayed. Arrived in at 9:07 a.m., a bit behind a 6:54 a.m. scheduled arrival. So a little over 2 hours of a delay for this aircraft. I think be about 2 hours and 13 minutes if my mental math is correct. And then finally, to round out the update, we have this UPS 767-300 arriving on our very regular flight from Calgary, Canada, at 8:56 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 9:10 p.m. arrival. And that will do it for this update. So yeah, fun to do these Sioux Falls updates. Happy to see the American Eagle Embraer 175. I was really wanting to have an excuse to use that for the first time in an airport update, not have to wait 2 weeks for it to be used in either, Oklahoma City or even another week to use it in a random model airport update. So I was really happy that that SkyWest 175 flight appeared on the flight board. It was supposed to arrive Friday night, but for whatever reason got pushed back to Saturday morning. But I still could not resist to put that in the update. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.